Pet lovers know that life is better, of course, with animals, and now there is a trend toward animal tourism. Joining us today to discuss these unique animal experiences is Joebot Zadeh. He is the Vice President and Head of Airbnb Experiences. Good morning to you.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about this. It sounds fun. You've got these new animal experiences, right?
Yeah, and everybody loves animals, and so that's why Airbnb is offering a new type of experience, which are animal experiences. They connect you with animals around the world. We have over 1,000 that cover 300 species. Each one is hosted by an animal expert, and we have worked with the World Animal Protection to develop a policy that ensures that each of our experiences are leading edge of the tourism industry in terms of ethical and responsibility. And so we're very excited about them. You can hike with rescue dogs, you can hang out with alpacas in Colorado, you can even go on an African safari, all the while knowing you're doing it responsibly.
I love that. And so what are people doing? What are the hosts doing to make sure this animal experience is really meaningful and great?
Well, we vet every experience. We vet every host to make sure they're a real credible expert and they understand their animals really well. And so we have veterinarians, we have conservationists. In fact, one of my favorite experiences is in South Africa, where a guy will take you paddleboarding to see penguins. And they're wild animals, so you don't touch them, you don't interact with them, but you watch them from a close distance. And it's such a much more unique, authentic way to experience these animals without causing them any harm.
I think that's really neat. You mentioned the ethical treatment of animals and interacting with them in very responsible ways. It probably seems obvious why this is important, but what do you see as being the benefits, or why do you think this is so critical?
Well, everybody loves animals. They want to see animals when they travel. They want to see animals in their own city. And I think people want to do good, but sometimes they're not even aware of the harm that we can cause animals if not done correctly. You see so many pictures of people riding elephants on social media or taking selfies with wild animals. Like, that's not good for them. So instead, we worked with World Animal Protection to create these standards so that people can do it safely. And so you won't see marine mammals in captivity, you won't see direct interactions with wild animals, but you will find ways to see marine mammals in the wild. You will see elephants in the wild, but the elephants are leading the experience, not the humans, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable and a lot more authentic.
Well, and I think if I'm a tourist and I'm going to have an animal experience, knowing that you vet these things, knowing that you treat animals respectfully, ethically, responsibly, it makes me enjoy the experience more because I know no animals are being hurt and there's a very conscious effort to protect them.
Absolutely, and we have so many unique ones that you can learn so much from animals. I've done a couple experiences like beekeeping, and that turned my fear of bees into a reverence for bees, and it's really amazing. We have a way for you to meet the dogs of Chernobyl. There was a lot of dogs that were abandoned during the evacuation, and they've created a wild population there, and there's an organization that rescues them. And perhaps the most interesting experience on our platform is a one-of-a-kind rock concert. So it turns out that sharks are attracted to rock music. And so we have enlisted rock band Kiss, legendary rock band Kiss, with Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley in full makeup, are going to perform for sharks in the Indian Ocean with 8 lucky guests that get to watch it underwater. And so it's going to be a really, really incredible way to see sharks in a way that's never been seen before.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And I'm glad you mentioned bees, because we just talked about on the Morning Blend that by Earth Science, they have now been named the most important living being on the planet, and they might be extinct. So I love that you're bringing attention, and that's hilarious about the sharks. What a cool experience. Thank you so much, and tell us where people can learn more about having one of these very unique animal experiences.
Go to airbnb.com/animals.
Wonderful. Great talking to you, Joe. This is so fun.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. And again, to learn more about this, go to airbnb.com/animals.